It's a growing problem for a lot of local communities. Efforts to redevelop and revitalize their towns being blocked by out-of-town real estate owners.
So why are these groups doing this? And is there anything local leaders can do to try to fight them? Here's KDKA lead investigator Andy Sheehan.
Jeannette, Westmoreland County. At one time, it was known as the glassmaking capital of the world. But after the last plant closed in the early 80s, hard times followed. Today, the city would like to breathe life back into its downtown, but says out-of-state real estate speculators are standing in the way.
The hopes and goals is to get every storefront on the avenue back up and running and booming with businesses. And, you know, it's frustrating that we have out-of-state LLCs that play this game with these properties.
It's a game played by the speculators who buy and sell mostly derelict properties sight unseen, with the hopes of making a quick buck. That doesn't happen, the buildings just sit for years with no plans to renovate or restore them.
Every single one of these types of properties has an impact on its neighbors and the greater community. There are probably hundreds of these types of properties that are being owned by out-of-state LLCs that continually perpetuate this problem of blighted, vacant, abandoned buildings.
Buildings like this vacant storefront, which may look okay from the outside, but has caved in and has no roof or floor on the inside.
I don't know why people would buy something completely sight unseen.
And yet, a California limited liability corporation bought the building in February 2022 for $3,100 and then turned around in November of that year, selling it to an LLC in Wyoming for $20,000. Today, the building and buildings like it continue to rot. This house is barely visible from the street with all the overgrown weeds and bushes. Inside, it's a shambles of broken glass. And yet two partners from San Diego, California, bought it in 2020 for $1,000, but haven't done a thing with it. Likewise, this vacant church has fallen into disrepair, but a Maryland investor bought it last year for $9,576. The city says it knows of no plans for any of these buildings and has been unable to get in touch with the owners about unpaid taxes and code violations.
Who's coming to California to appear in front of a district magistrate judge for a code enforcement violation?
But just why these speculators are buying up Jeannette and other struggling towns remains a bit of a mystery. If they can't quickly sell, many of the buyers would seem to be stuck with properties considered liabilities. City and county believe there may be certain tax advantages, but believe the investors are putting up little money for potentially big returns.
It doesn't seem to be on the up and up. I think it's predatory. The places that this kind of stuff is happening, not just in Westmoreland County, but across the state, it's tending to happen in communities that are already at a disadvantage in many ways. So it's doubly hurtful that this game gets played in the places that deserve it least.
But reining in these real estate speculators is going to take some doing. Right now, the hands of municipal and county officials are tied, and it's going to take some strong legislation on a state and national level to make a difference. Reporting in Jeannette, Andy Sheehan, KDKA-TV News.